We all crave connection. It's in our DNA to seek out others, to build relationships, and to experience life alongside one another. But let's face it, relationships can be tough. They're messy, they're complicated, and sometimes they're downright painful. Misunderstandings arise, assumptions are made, and before you know it, you're in the middle of a full-blown conflict. The truth is, conflict is a normal part of any relationship. It's how we choose to navigate those conflicts that determines the health and longevity of our bonds. Do we avoid difficult conversations, letting resentment simmer beneath the surface? Or do we face our challenges head-on, armed with the tools and wisdom to turn conflict into an opportunity for growth? The Bible tells us in James chapter 1, verse 19, everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Powerful words, aren't they? Yet how often do we truly listen, not just waiting for our turn to speak, but really hearing and seeking to understand the other person's perspective? Active listening is a skill that takes practice. It means putting aside our own biases and judgments and making a conscious effort to see things from the other person's point of view. It means asking clarifying questions, reflecting back what we've heard, and validating the other person's feelings, even if we don't agree with them. Proverbs chapter 22, verses 24 to 25 reminds us, do not make friends with a hot-tempered person, do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Setting boundaries is crucial in any relationship. It's about protecting ourselves and preserving our own well-being. Boundaries are not about controlling others. They're about taking responsibility for ourselves. They are the limits we set to protect our time, our energy, and our emotional health. Start by identifying your non-negotiables, the things you absolutely will not tolerate. Communicate those boundaries clearly and calmly, and be prepared to enforce them. The freedom of forgiveness. Colossians chapter 3, verse 13 tells us, bear with each other and forgive one another, if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of incredible strength and courage. It's about releasing ourselves from the grip of anger and resentment. Forgiving someone doesn't mean condoning their actions. It means choosing to move forward without carrying the weight of the past. It's a process, and it takes time. Start by acknowledging the hurt, allowing yourself to feel the pain. Then make a conscious choice to let go of the anger and resentment. Finding common ground. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2 encourages us to be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. When conflict arises, it's easy to get caught up in our own perspectives, our own hurts, and our own desires. But true conflict resolution requires empathy. Empathy means stepping into the other person's shoes, trying to see the situation through their eyes and understanding their feelings. It means acknowledging their pain and validating their experiences. When we approach conflict with empathy, we create a space for understanding, compromise, and ultimately, resolution. A blueprint for harmony. Relationships are a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps along the way, challenges to overcome, and conflicts to navigate. But by embracing the principles of communication, boundary setting, forgiveness, and empathy, we can turn those conflicts into opportunities for growth and strengthen the bonds that connect us. So, take a moment to reflect on your own relationships. What is one area where you can apply these principles today? Remember, even small changes can make a big difference.